Ah, the EBR. The EBR. The hated EBR. There it is. And the Manticore. Why not? Why not rub it in the Manticore's face, eh? There he is in his EBR. And there's the poor Manticore in the same game. It's Tush in a box from the Mad GS clan. Watch the Manticore, guys. You knew it had to happen. You knew that I would eventually have to feature a not a Manticore. I've got Manticore in the brain because I've been playing the Manticore a lot. We are going to feature the EBR. You knew it would happen. And he spotted a projectile. Snap him! The most ridiculous tank in the game. Don't worry, it's not going to be a huge rant on how these things are ridiculous and they've destroyed the gameplay and blah, blah, blah. So we're just going to watch it, okay? But it should be removed. It has no business being in a realistic tank simulation game. No business at all. Look at this. Boom. You know what oops. One of the real strength, other than it can drive around like a clown. Don't worry, it's not going to be a big long rant. I'm just going to point out something that maybe some people don't actually appreciate. Because we all know the things that really bother us about it. But one of the things that makes it very powerful in the hands of people who are dedicated wheeled vehicle players is the reverse speed. Oh, and Russian artillery. That's also it's the reverse speed, guys. Because this thing can poke onto a ridgeline and shoot. And where other tanks, like the Leopard, reverses at 10 or 12 kilometers an hour or whatever, some tanks have very poor reverse speeds. This thing can reverse at 60. Or, you know. So when you poke, you pull back into cover so much faster than a regular tank. Maybe one thing that would kind of take a little bit of the overpoweredness or the ridiculousness out of these things would be that when you switch from forward to reverse, maybe there should be a delay. You're trying to put it in reverse gear. It's a car, right? Maybe it's an automatic transmission. 3 on the tree. I don't know. I don't know what you think of that. But, ooh, he was worried that guy's gonna. If it poked a ridgeline and shot, maybe if there was a 1 second delay before it could pull back, this thing would pay for his stupidity. And you know what tank they did that to? Poor Leopard. I guess he couldn't reverse fast enough. One of the tanks that was completely neutered, and one of the biggest neutering changes was the reverse speed, was the shit barn. The FV4005, the one with the big gun that does 1,750 damage. The big, not the Death Star, the shit barn. I see how fast he can reverse. You can just run away and reverse. The biggest nerf on that thing was its reverse speed, and the reason it's completely neutered that thing is because it can be hiding behind cover, it's a big, that's why they call it the shit barn. It hides behind big cover, behind a big rock or something, and it'll pull out, and it can shoot and do a ton of damage. But the reverse speed is so excruciatingly low that if you hide behind a rock and you pull out, or you go over a ridgeline, the amount of time it takes you to pull back with the size of that, tiny little turret. It reverses at what, 3 kilometers? 5 kilometers? Why isn't he shooting? I don't get here. Just shoot. You're worried about the grenade? You can reverse into safety and you're not even spotted. So and some of the dedicated players, I think they made it a little slight changes on things, right? But the biggest nerf, the good players notice, the biggest neuter of it, shoot the lower plate. Oh, he's disappeared. The pine tree, guys. There was a pine. There was an extra pine cone on that pine tree, and he disappeared. That's funny. I don't know why he's worried that guy's, as soon as he presses the trigger, that guy's going to shoot, right? Can he? Oh, wait! He's got a flat tire. He's got to pump up his tire. Wait! He's pumped it up. That's the other thing we hate about these things, then. A Jagdpanzer E100 shooting AP. Armor penetrating. Not HE. It hit the tire. It did 0. And it was getting back to the shit barn. That's what's... oh, the pine cone got in the way again. That's what the biggest factor is. The fact that you can't pull into cover quickly, so it's completely destroyed it. Now you can shoot. I have no idea why this guy will not fire his gun. You can pen the lower plate, buddy. Why would you not fire your gun? I don't get it. No. He's decided I don't want to shoot that bigger tank. Oh wait, he's got a flat tire. He's got to pump his tire up again. Hold on. There he goes. Whew. Wow. So close. That's tiring. Oh, there should be an extra crew skill wargaming. Right, the enhanced pumping skills required to dominate on the battle with this thing. Right? Think of the damage that this guy absorbed, that those rubber tubes absorbed, guys. Think of the amount of over 1,000 from the Jagdpanzer. Then was it the E50 or the? Yeah, it was the E50. That's 390. The FV is saying, why would you play if you suck at it? He's talking about this guy. He's berating this guy. The FV, the shit barn player on his team, is saying, why would you play it if you suck at it? Referring to him. Okay. Now he definitely can't pull the trigger. Now he's doing some good spotting assist. If he pulls the trigger here, he'll get... he might have to pump his tires up again. And I don't know why he's moving. Because there's something called Commander's Vision System now, guys. He's not getting spotted because the enemy teams just don't have the ability to spot him. But if the E50 or some player had Commander Vision System in the first slot with a bonus, get that out of your mind now, right? In the old days, a light tank has the same concealment on the move as it does stationary. It doesn't matter if you're moving. That's, everyone knows that, right? If you're a light tank player, oh, that's my advantage. I can move around. I have the same concealment. Well, that's no longer the case. And I know a lot of people, still their mind does not comprehend that. Because, oh, beautiful. He did not get spotted. If you move, tanks with Commander's Vision System, even if you're a light tank, your concealment decreases. It's not enough to spot him. It all depends on the rest of the mathematical equation. But you lose 10% or 15% or 17%, depending on what slot it's in, and this and that. If you don't believe me, read it. It does. Tanks reduces concealment of tanks that are moving and reduces concealment of tanks covered by bushes. Whether you're a light tank, SPG, heavy tank, medium tank, doesn't matter. TD. So if you're a light tank and you move now, maybe another light tank will detect you. If there was a Manticore close by, and this guy's got good concealment and he's in the bushes, maybe that movement, that minus 10% or minus 15%, would be just enough to detect him. Most of the players on the enemy team are not going to have Commander's Vision system, I wouldn't think. Like, if you look at the lineup now, E50, TVP, Grillet, 2 artilleries, they're not going to have it. But if the enemy still had a light tank, which they don't. Anyways, keep in mind, if you're a light tank player, keep that in mind, because it's... in some situations where you're just passively spotting for your team, like he was there, there's no reason to move. He wasn't creating any new angles or anything. And now he's just doing what an EBR does, which is drive like a clown. He is very cognitive of the of where the enemies are, and he's very careful, and he's moving around, and whoops. I think he's almost a little bit, he's like hyperactive, this guy. He's moving almost a little bit too much, but he's constantly readjusting and constantly, and now he's got himself detected. Everything that he's done lately is good, and he probably could have achieved just by sitting still in the bush. Seriously, everything that he has accomplished up till now, he probably could still have done if he had never moved and was in the bushes, but he's got the vehicle that can do it. So why not do it, right? That's usually the case. If you have a fast vehicle, you go fast, whether you get yourself in trouble or not. Oh. He's got more bushes here. He's got more cover. Beautiful. Now. Just get ready and take the shot. Take the shot. Yes. And not even detected. That's beautiful. And the E50 is now coming for him. That's okay, because you can take a shot. Lower plate. Or side.
Enemy armor is damaged.
And the reverse... Oh, he's turned around now, so anywhere. Just shoot him. But what? He's too fidgety. You got yourself detected, buddy. Why didn't you shoot the E50? You were focusing him down. He's the one that's potentially could detect your team. This guy is a very hyperactive player. You should have just shot the E50 and then evasive actions. Now, well, there is that. He'd be dead, but he is dead. That's good. That's good. He gets like a squirrel, and he's... You've got to be a certain type to play these. Why didn't you just aim that shot? What are you doing? Holy shit! Go get the SPGs. Wow. The wheeled vehicles. You knew we had to watch one. This guy put on a good show here. He's well done, my friend. What's his name? Tush in a box. And there's no... You don't have to get detected now. Just calm down. Just stop and shoot. Just stay calm. Sheesh. And you're not even detected, because those guys are blind. Just go get him now. Okay, there's a TVP. He's worried about that. Okay, good. I would have just zoomed in there and got that SPG. Anything to get the last SPG, no problem. They're so unexpected, right? If they've remained... Oh, one of his teammates died. It could be close. He's going to go for the gun first. Boom. Beautiful. Better than the SPG. There's almost no hope for a medium tank or anyone to find or track down or spot a wheeled vehicle, because they're so unexpected. The last known position over here, and they can just show up anywhere. Within 5 seconds, they could be on a completely different flank. Don't berate the enemies. It's not that they didn't know what they were doing. They just... Oh, snap. They didn't... they had no chance. And this guy comes out victorious. Achieved his second mark. He aced the tank. He got over 7,000 damage, 6 kills. He played that game very well. Gotta say, he played that game almost perfectly, right? A little bit of the jitteriness and hyperactiveness. He kind of like... I think that's just his personality, but he did once he launches himself into action, he was very effective. He just got kind of juggling 10 things at once, which is was very nice. Time to roll out. How about we watch a low tier? This guy's tier 8 in a tier 9 game in the Skoda T-56. Going into the city. Going to fight the big boys. And there are some big boys. VZ68, Object 257, Object 705, Char Fatur, Patton, WZ120, and a tier 9 artillery. Whew! Whew! The WZ132 is calling help, which I think is his way of telling his team, I'm going to spot for you. And he bails because he's probably got detected by the ELC. No, he doesn't bail. And he's still calling help. I guess he spotted the Type 63, but everyone's out of render range. No, there's a couple. There's a Nomad and a couple of people that are in render range. But our champion here in the Skoda T-56 is heading to the city. He's taken the long way. He had no chance of shooting those guys that he WZ lit. Now, you have to question the strategy of the light tank player, the WZ132, who is the light tank on this team, who's decided that the best place to go do the initial spots is in the city. And that just tells me they don't have a very good light tank player. Very nice. Oh! And I guess that, you know, he thought maybe he'd catch some people. What the fuck, says the M103. You were detected, buddy, by the ELC. And you sat there and they killed you. The ELC's detected. It's not like it's a surprise. If the ELC was inside your white circle, which he would be, I mean, look at the minimap here. Should we just stop it 1 second? The M103 was somewhere over here. The ELC's right there. You probably moved there, spotted him, and then that's it, right? That's all she wrote. It's not like he's not invisible in a bush. Oh, now he's invisible in his garage. The 110 took him out, or maybe the 110 pushed him out. Oh. This guy's found a nice little... Oh. Boom. Very nice. He's got that little ledge there of concrete that can protect his lower plate so he can pull outside or protect his track wheel. That's a very interesting position. I'll have to remember this position. It's not very aggressive position. Now the WZ is calling help. He's going to detect some other people. He likes to ping help when he's going to detect someone. Look at the WZ. But now, yes. To put 2 shots into that guy is very important. Very important. Object 7. He just pumped 858 damage into an object. That's enough. That's all he has to do for his team. His team should win now. A tier 8 tank that can pump 800 damage into an object. What more can you ask? And he's gracefully retreating here because he sees that the city's falling, whereas his teammates do not. And, well, maybe they don't have the mobility to pull back, but this guy does. And now he has a SU and a Nomad behind him, and he has some gun depression. And he's going to pull up here, and he's going to make him pay. Right? He made him pay, and he's going to make him pay. Just... these are tier 9s he's shooting, guys. Very well played. Now he hopes the E75 survives until he reloads his gun. Right? He's going to have 2 more shots if he reloads his gun. He has to get in a position where he has backup from the ISU 122 and the Nomad. Oops, that's not what you want. Put your gun barrel up, pull back. Move a little bit to your left so that they come around on the hump and your team can shoot them. You know what I'm saying here, guys? And he takes a nice shot. Somehow that penetrated. I don't know how that penetrated, but it did. Does he go for a reload? Does he go for and boom. Okay, now go for a reload. Now, if they give you time, look what I'm saying here, guys. He's got backup here. He's got backup, so he wants these enemies to push forward. So keep backing up and baiting them to move forward. Don't lose your HP for nothing, right? Let them come to you. Their team is losing. No. Oh, you bounced. There you go. A spotting assist, 378. His backup came through. That's what you want to do. That rhymed. He's got a lot of backup now. And these enemies... Oh, beautiful. And he bounced a shot. This is really nice. Beautiful gameplay, buddy. You notice how he's not committing himself. He's just saying, come and get me if you want. And, oh, he had the shot there on the flat part right there. He is spamming the heat like a mofo. He bounced another shot. 248 pen. There's not. Oh, there you go. Backup comes through. Artillery backup. This is beautiful. Now they're getting upset. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God. And now he's saying, okay. Oh. Holy shit, guys. And he did... Oops. Boom. He did not get the credit he deserves, guys. This guy deserves a lot more credit than the game has him down for. He's got 6,478 damage, which is primo. And he's bounced 2,700. You don't get any credit for that, but that's good. He only has 1,208 spotting assist because I think his backup, the players that were covering him, were close enough that they could detect the enemies anyway. That ISU and the Nomad, they were close enough that when the enemies pulled forward, they could do the detection, which means they shared in the spotting assist for the artillery. They did. One. Beautiful. So those guys that were backing him up shared in the spotting assist that he would have got from the artillery, and he didn't get any spotting assist from them because they were close enough. So even though he played that perfectly, he should have. If his teammates were further behind, were not far enough that they would not be detected, and he got full credit for all the spotting assist. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if his backup was a little further away, so that they required his spotting to light the enemies, they weren't close enough, then he would have got all the spotting assist. He would have probably like 4,000 or 5,000 spotting assist on top of what he has right now, because his backup annihilated those 4 or 5 heavy tanks he was facing. He did a lot of the damage himself, but just very well played. Whoa. Type 63. This guy's getting lucky. It's just everything is going right. His tracks are absorbing shots. His shots are going in. He's blocked. It's just beautiful. And now let's see if he gets the last. Could be out of render range. Look at the yellow circle. You could be out of render range if they spot him. Let's see if they spot him. See if he gets it. I have to say, this game was more impressive than the EBR. We're going to call this video Impressive Games. The players that just know what they're doing. Now, could the M53, could he actually be sitting here and they didn't check the bush? No, he's right there. He's driving around like a Muppet. He's behind topography. Boom. Oh.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
It's like Wargaming wanted him to win. That was a very impressive game, wasn't it, guys? It was Petauchnok from the Palm Z clan. Beautiful game. Over 7,000 damage. Bottom tier. And did he make credits? He did. Even spamming that premium ammo. But he needed it, I guess. Very impressive game. That's one of the... This is one of those games that, compared to the previous video, the enemies were not Muppets, and he had to work for it. This was much more impressive than watching those... Did you... No. The one that we just watched from yesterday. Why do players suck? It's not rocket science. Watch that video if you want to see the opposite. Same result, but opposite feeling. This one was impressive. I'll catch you guys on the next one.